Gavin, G-A-V-I-N.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Are you announcing? What's your first name?
Garrett.
Garrett, gotcha. Every once in a while, just mention that I work for Northhouse Sports TV. You need to use this, I have no problem.
So it's Northwell Sports TV?
Yes. And that's pronounced Issa.
You look good out there still, man. I'm glad I get to work with you guys.
Stuart Hall got the win last night, revenging a loss and lead to San Domenico, and Jesuit led by their point guard Essa Silva with the basketball.
Jesuit moving the ball around up top. Izzo with the pass inside. Shot in the paint's no good. Able to get their own rebound. And the three-point shot is off by Chris Hawley. Putback is good inside.
So coming into the game, Coach Johnson of Stuart Hall in his 18th season, one of the keys is rebound. They're undersized every day in practice. They have a rebound drill, but that time Jesuit was performing the rebound drill.
Drive inside for Stuart Hall, and they get the bucket to fall. Jesuit going the other way now.
Silva, one of the top juniors in the nation. Over 15 offers, including Stanford and Arizona, and he's a magician with the basketball. There's an example.
And a jump ball is called. Jesuit got tied up with Stuart Hall.
And Garrett, what I like about Silva, and had a chance to talk with him a little bit before the game, on his Twitter page says on 11/3/19, season starts tomorrow, will not be on Twitter. Time to win. You love that.
And the floater inside off the dish for Stuart Hall. That is number 24.
I'll have to find out who that is. We've got a jersey change.
Who's number 24 for Stuart Hall?
Foul was called on number 25. That is Jay Henry picking up his first. Issa inbounding the ball for Jesuit.
Gotcha. '24 is Zion DeBerry. Little jersey change.
Jesuit not playing selfish with the ball. A lot of passing going on.
call Silva on the player control foul. Keys for Jesuit: rebounding, limit turnovers, and control the tempo. And something for Stuart Hall, and they've shown it on one possession, according to Coach Johnson, is move the ball. When we move the ball, we are tough to guard. Johnson been the only head coach in the history of Stuart Hall, the school's 20 years. They were a JV program for 2 years and then developed, moved to a varsity program. And appreciate him preparing us for this broadcast, along with Coach Kelly in his second year at Jesuit.
Whistle called on the play. Looks like an illegal screen. And Jesuit will now have possession. Both teams tied at just 2 points. 5.5 minutes left in the first quarter.
And you see that illegal screen so often, and usually it's the fault of the player that you're screening for. You should be running shoulder to shoulder, bicep to bicep, and when there's space and your job is to screen, you're going to move to set the screen. Thus the call.
Issa pulling for 3, and the bucket is good. No hesitation on that shot.
Averaging 19 a game, 5 assists. And they are a team-orientated ball club. They love sharing the basketball, and it will show in their play as you watch today.
Drive inside, gets the foul.
Nice two-man game by Tobias Wolber and sharing the basketball. To J. Henry Ryan, cutting to the basket. A little two-man game action. Not necessarily a play called, but just playing the game of basketball.
First shot is no good for Jay Henry. Looking to connect on the second. And he gets the second shot to fall. Jesuit pushing the ball down the floor now. Issa with it. Issa pulling for a deep 3. Just off right, and the ball will go out of bounds off the rim.
So last year, Stuart Hall was in the D3 NorCal final. And the last 5 years, they've been to 2 NorCal finals. It's a winning basketball program. And Jesuit has a long tradition playing in the tough Delta League.
Shot no good for Stuart Hall. Jesuit with the rebound. Wasting no time in getting the 3 to fall at the other end.
Hawley with the 3, averaging 12 a game, 4 assists, and great spacing by Jesuit.
Nice drive inside and finish off the glass.
Levitt. Stuart Hall catches the ball and they're immediately in a triple threat position. Appreciate their fundamental. And we expect a good ball game, but you see Silva's magician ability of getting to the basket. And I imagine that was one of the things that they didn't want to see happen early today.
Stuart Hall with possession now. Jesuit not giving up any room on defense. And a foul is called on number 24 for Jesuit.
Dirksen get handsy on defense, and that's going to get called a lot of time.
Nice inside pass for Stuart Hall. And they're able to convert with the floater.
DeBerry showing great ability inside, but then Jesuit working outside.
And the 3-ball is good for Stuart Hall.
Both teams spacing the floor and giving their shooters wide open looks or pathway to the basket.
Issa with the pass inside, right to his teammate's hands, not able to hold on to it, and that'll be a turnover by Jesuit.
But Coach Johnson knew the challenge ahead today of defending this team, and specifically Silva. And a foul away from the ball.
That'll be called on Jaden Teet. Drive inside by Stuart Hall. Flips the ball up, almost gets it to fall in just off the rim. And Jesuit with the rebound commits a turnover. Stuart Hall will have a second chance. And the second chance is no good.
A lot of opportunities, but a dry possession for Stuart Hall.
There's a foul called on Joe Weinstein. And Jesuit will inbound from the baseline with a new shot clock. Just over a minute left in the first quarter. Score is 10-13. Jesuit leading by 3. Mid-range jumper, no good. Stuart Hall will take it back the other way now.
Not much dribbling for Stuart Hall. Constant movement, constant passing. That's a tough defend.
And the 3-ball no good. That's Izza with the rebound.
Pretty move. Didn't look like there was an alleyway, but he found it with the soft left hand, and as we mentioned, very skilled with the basketball.
And the steal for Jesuit. And a foul called on the play. Nice effort by Jacques Andre.
Might have got a little jammed knuckle on that play, but if you ask him, it's worth the possession.
Pass by Jesuit goes out of bounds. Not paying attention. And the looks like Izzo will be subbed out of the game with just 16 seconds left in the first quarter. Stuart Hall looking for the last second shot. And they get the corner three to fall. And that'll be the end of the first quarter. Final score is 10-15. Both teams with 4 fouls. Jesuit with a 5-point lead. We will be right back with the second quarter. And we're back with the second quarter. I'm here with Chris from NorCal Sports TV.
Big basket there at the end of the quarter. It appeared Jesuit was about to take control of the game, but Weinstein nails the three at the buzzer and keep it close.
Nice pass inside for Jesuit. Ball is stripped, but they're able to maintain possession. Issa with the ball. Shot clock winding down.
Silva's ability to break down the defense. Andre called for camping in the key, but the last couple of possessions down, he's shaking that hand. And got a little jam sandwich on a pass from a teammate.
Bounce pass inside for Stuart Hall is picked off by Jesuit.
Good team defense by Jesuit.
And the three ball is good in conversion. Nice shot by number 5, that's Jaden T.
Both teams showing how to space the court.
Stuart Hall trying to answer back with a three of their own, just long for Thomas Wolber.
Averaging 6 points, 6 rebounds, and 6 assists.
And Izzo with a nice pass inside. Found his teammate wide open when the defense collapsed on him. And that'll result in a timeout being called. That is a 30-second timeout.
So they want to stay connected here. Coach Johnson is going to really manage this game and last couple of possessions for the Marauders of Jesuit High School, and wants to keep things cool, not let Jesuit get on a run. So calls the timeout, and we always like to see how coaches react and how the players react after the timeout.
And we're back from that timeout now. Stuart Hall with possession, trailing Jesuit by 7. Score is 13-20. Izzo with a tight defense, ends up getting called for a foul.
Ryan confident with the basketball in his hands, averaging 11 points a game. Played a lot of varsity basketball for Coach Johnson.
Can't connect on the first shot.
And we had mentioned earlier in the game about the win last night for Stuart Hall. That avenged a 56-41 loss to San Domenico back on January 7th. So always nice to get those second wind in that second term of league play.
Jesuit has the pass picked off. Stuart Hall not able to hold on to it as the ball goes out of bounds.
Nice anticipation by Ryan, getting his hand in the passing lane.
Nice floater off the glass by Jesuit. That is number 4, Chris Hawley.
Rare use of the glass, but young man averaging 12 a game, just a junior. They've had one senior starter, and that's Jack Andre.
Not sure who that pass was intended for by Stuart Hall. Jesuit easily picks it off and will take it the other way.
Well, Garrett, that's usually the result of a turnover because they didn't know either.
Ball inside to Jack Andre. He can't finish.
Then doesn't go next play. Frustrated that he missed the shot inside the paint, and then doesn't go next play. And we see it in high school, but a nice opportunity for Issa Silva to get a rest and then get back in the game. And the lead has increased since he went out, so that's a great sign for the Marauders.
Stuart Hall with a corner three, and that shot is good for Thomas Wilbur. No hesitation on that, even though the defense was right up in his face. And Izzo will answer with a three of his own.
Bottom of the net for Silva. Hand check, or got him with the body. So Stuart Hall will be in the bonus. 15-5 in the season. They've won 3 in a row. Jesuits 14-5, 3-1 in conference. And they've won the last couple of games.
Shot is no good. Jesuit will take it down the floor off the rebound.
Always in a triple threat position with the ball in his hands.
As they're driving inside, shot clock at 4. He'll pass it off, shot no good for Jesuit. He gets it back and drains the three.
And limited in size, and Stuart Hall, they understand that. As we mentioned, there's a rebound portion of every practice. But when you give the Marauders a second chance opportunity, it's not going to bode well. But then Stuart Hall answers.
And a travel is called on Jaden Teets.
So Silva's three increased the lead to double digits, which was the largest of the game. And And then Stuart Hall gets a basket and then a stop on the player control foul. Forearm shiver by Dirksen on the screen. Could use a little more tact working through those screens. That was more of a pass block.
And Jay Henry will go to the line, shooting the 1-and-1 right now. And he can't connect. Stuart Hill not having much luck at the charity stripe.
Yeah, Stuart Hall has missed their share of free throws.
Jesuit with the three, can't connect. Gets the rebound, and a foul is called.
Here's the leadership of Silva, getting his teammates together after, you know, the bench of Jesuit didn't want the foul on Horek, but it was called, and Stuart Hall's back to the free throw line, which hasn't been so opportunistic for them today. And that trend continues.
Stuart Hall with the anticipation on the pass. Just barely missed it. And Jesuit banks a three in off the glass.
Now, he did that previously on a running one-hander that was a nice use of the glass. That was accidental, but he'll take it all day long. Largest lead of the game for Jesuit out of Carmichael near Sacramento.
Inside jumper, no good for Stuart Hall. Very confident in that shot.
Golden opportunity for Jesuit. Really take control of this going into the half. That start and stop is incredible, but it's a missed layup.
Stuart Hall with the rebound, going coast to coast. And that's going to be a charge called on number 3, Kyle Jasper.
And Silva will take a break. And Jared Manuel will check in for the Marauders.
Just 40 seconds left in the first half. Jesuit with a lead of 11. Score is 20-31. Step back jumper is good for Chris Hawley.
13-point lead.
And that'll be an offensive foul called on Kyle Jasper.
Little elbow of setting his ground for that pass, which he sometimes can get away with it, but not right in front of the official. And it's a turnover for Stuart Hall, in which was a 15-13 game the end of first quarter. It's been all Jesuit here in the later part of the second quarter.
Jesuit pass is tipped out of bounds. Good defense by Stuart Hall. Now only 6 seconds left for Jesuit to get off a shot. And a timeout is called by the Jesuit coach. That's going to be a 30-second timeout.
So now, does he substitute Silva back into the game off the timeout? I would imagine that might have been the reason he called the timeout, to get your best player back into the game and push this lead to 15 or possibly 16. And as predicted, Captain Obvious, Silva's checked back into the game. This is a nice 18-second rest plus the 30-second timeout. Then you go have halftime.
Silva pulling up for three, trying to draw the foul. And the clock will expire. Final score for the first half is 20-33. That's a 13-point lead for Jesuit.
18-7 quarter for Jesuit.
Coach Charlie Johnson of the Hall. Coach, you're down by 13 at the half. So what's going to do here? What's your message going to be to your team to try to get back into this game?
Yeah, I thought we played pretty well. They all of their baskets were threes and a couple of takes, but they banked in a three. I see this going one of two ways. We either scrap and get back into it, they make a run, and maybe it's too deep for us to come back. But my guys got a lot of grit, so I like our chances.
Good luck in the second half, Coach.
Cheers.
Thank you for your time. In about 9 minutes, I'll get the coach for Jesuit High, and then we'll get back with the second half.
The thing about basketball I love is winning, pretty much. It's my favorite thing. I hate to lose. And second thing I love is just getting better at the game. You know, it's a real fun game to play, and you know, getting better is just a great thing to see. Like, progress for me is just always great to see.
This game of basketball, I love the competitiveness of it. And you know, the challenge I get from it, and I take it real serious because, you know, I love the game itself. I don't disrespect it. I respect it a lot, and I work hard at it.
I love basketball because I just been around it all my life. You know, all my parents played it, and I just inherited the love and passion for the game. The one thing I would say is the atmosphere, like, and the competitiveness. Like, you can sense that out as soon as you walk in the gym. I just love that type of atmosphere.
I just love basketball ever since I was a kid. My dad played it, and I'm trying to get it from my mom. One thing that inspired me is my family, my city. I do it for them.
The reason why I love basketball is because I'm a very competitive person. You know, that's why I store all my energy. When I'm on the court, I'm at peace. You know, and to be honest, I mean, I don't know. I'm just a really competitive person, and I think basketball is where I can put everything at. It's the place where I can put all of my energy and my anger. I mean, I wasn't really fortunate, you know, and, you know, basketball is where all my abilities and my talents fall into place, and I just feel like that's what keeps me going. You know, that's what I work on. That's my craft, and that's it.
The grind session is a great circuit. Kind of reminds me a lot of AAU, playing against the best players, best talent, night in, night out. And it's something that I love to do because, you know, playing against this type of talent, it only makes you better. I mean, I don't want to, you know, come out here and just waste my time and play against some guys who can't play. If I'm going to play, I want to play against the best.
The grind session is a good experience, and it's a lot of competition, and it's a good way for me and my teammates to get noticed. I'm just really trying to show who the best player is, who the best team is, and I'm trying to show that I'm the best player. So,
Grind Session is probably, you know, one of the best tournaments and to have the best events in the country. I mean, anytime you can have that much talent in one gym, going against each other every night and competitive, is just remarkable. I mean, for one, it lets you know where your game stand at. You know, going against these top dudes every night, you just got to bring your A game. You know, you can't have no off day. You just got to go hard and, you know, just hold your ground every game.
The Grind Session has been a grind. You know, it's a great tournament. It's a great idea. Whoever thought of it, and you know, it's been tough, but I like it because you know, it really challenges me. And our team has been, you know, a little bit set back. We've been short on a few games because we have a few injuries. But that's the beauty of it, because none of it is easy. None of the games are easy at all. You know, we've been playing against the top guys in the whole American country and Canada. They've been playing against everybody in the U.S. here, and it's been crazy.
Oh yeah, the grind session is pretty competitive, to be honest. The last couple of games I played in grind session has been pretty hard. You know, I really had to like play to my top game, and like no rest, no breaks during the game. And I don't know, I just really like it. It's just really competitive. A lot of great players are in this little tournament, and I just really enjoy playing against them.
Welcome to the grind. This is the grind session.
first quarter score, but instead it's the first half score for them. Tell me what your message was to your team to try to extend this lead and get the dub in the second half.
You know, we just all year we've been talking about controlling tempo of the game, and so I actually kind of like where we are with the score right now. I think we've been playing pretty under control. We figured some stuff out defensively a little bit. They run good offense. They cut really hard, and so it's just a matter of kind of sticking to our game plan and seeing if we can control the tempo for the second half here.
Thank you for your time. Good luck in the second half, Coach. We are back with the second half.
So Silva leads all scores with 13 points for Jesuit, 18-7 second quarter.
And that'll be a travel called on Stuart Hill. Not a turnover they can afford.
15-13 into one, but a strong second quarter led by Silva, one of the best players in the nation, and one of the top 2021 players.
Drive inside for Jesuit. Kicked out to Izza. Swinging the ball around for the three, and they get the shot to fall.
And Hawley's in double figures, spreading the court and the largest lead of the game for the Marauders.
That'll be a 30-second timeout called by Jesuit, leading by 16, just starting the second half.
So as this deficit continues to grow, at some point Stuart Hall needs to come down and answer and then duplicate that with stops.
Stuart Hall finding the open corner three, not able to make Jesuit pay. And now Jesuit will go the other way off the rebounds. Is the inside, trying to draw the foul, and he'll get it.
See, Garrett, how the four teammates go to pick him up. Now, that doesn't mean anything really on the scoreboard or a statistical sheet, but that means you've got a team that plays together, all for one. And sprinted to Silva to help him up and give him an opportunity to shoot a couple of free throws.
Silva able to connect on both, not wasting any opportunity that's given him.
No wasted motion with him. Every move has a purpose. It's like an Alfred Hitchcock movie. There's a reason why. And then Silva called for the foul.
That'll be Silva's third foul of the game. Stuart Hall catching the inbound pass and laying it in. Silva driving inside, and that'll be a travel called. Ball going the other way now with Stuart Hill. Stuart Hall, my bad.
He spends a lot of time on the floor in a good way. Talented player. And balance, he says, but staying aggressive. That's how you would describe his play.
Stuart Hall unable to convert. Jesuit going the other way, and they'll get called for a foul.
So foul called on Jesuit.
Stuart Hall driving inside. Tried to get the finish on the glass, couldn't do it. And Jesuit wasting no time getting down the floor. And they'll get the steal after missing the shot. Missed the layup, however.
A rare miss today for Hawley. He's had a nice basketball game.
And that'll be a travel called on Stuart Hill.
And Puccinelli gets caught up in the air, and it's a turnover the other way for Stuart Hall. So Weinstein hit that three at the end of the first quarter, and it's been an offensive drought since for Stuart Hall. And then Weinstein called for the reach there.
And that'll be Hawley going to the line to shoot the 2 free throws.
Silva and Hawley have carried Jesuit today, as they have this season, both averaging in double figures, both juniors. You got Jaden Teat that just checked into the game. He's a freshman. And Gabe Dirksen, a junior. The only senior starters we've mentioned before is Jack Andre.
Pass inside, and the block for Jesuit.
Andre serves back what we like to call on NorCal Sports TV a Wilson burger. Nice defense by Andre, helping a teammate, protecting the basket.
Shot clock will be at 13 now. Stuart Hall, not much time. Pass inside. They'll get the shot to fall, and a foul will be called on the play.
Crafty and effective. You get caught in the air, that being Wolber, but then eyes up, and a good job by J. Henry Ryan of catching the pass, getting the basket, and the and one opportunity.
Extra point shot is no good. Jesuit with the rebound.
Andre wants the ball down low, but good defense at protecting the paint by Stuart Hall, and then an air ball by Hawley.
Stuart Hall moving the ball around up high right now. Amazing recovery, and that'll still be a shot clock violation.
A lot of activity, but not much achievement by Stuart Hall, and Mrs. Silva checks back into the game for Coach Kelly, and Holly will take a rest. Kyle McMahon checks in for Stuart Hall. San Francisco school has been in existence for 20 years. They know who to get the ball to after that attempt to break that press.
Izzo pulling for three. Shot just a little off. Stuart Hall with the rebound. They'll tip it out of bounds. And Jesuit will get a second chance.
Well, it's not like Jesuit has had a strong third quarter. I mean, it was a 33-20 game at the end of the half, but neither team having a strong offensive quarter. Just under 3 minutes left here from Crushing the Valley.
Pass inside by Izza is tipped. They'll keep possession. 27 seconds on the shot clock.
Called Weinstein for the hand check at the grab as Teat was running through the key. Weinstein with the reach and the grab. Comes up with that basketball, saves a turnover. And then he'll reset the offense. Great maturity there.
Izza driving inside, slows the pace for the finish and gets the foul.
He can play at a lot of different speeds. And a lot of that can happen when he has the hands in a one possession with the ball in his hands. And a very capable scorer, averaging 19 a game, but can also pass the basketball with the best of them. They're denying Silva the basketball.
Shot clock at 5.
Call for the player control foul. And that's 4 on Silva. Took him out near the end of the second quarter. They grew their lead.
Stuart Hall unable to connect on the mid-range jumper. As Kyle Jasper with the miss. Jesuit taking it the other way. They're having trouble as well.
Only a combined 13 points in this quarter. And if you're Jesuit, you'll live with that. Still have a very comfortable lead by 15.
And the 3 ball is good for Stuart Hall. That's number 32, Luke Moore.
You get a stop here, it can pull within 10, but then playing defense with your hands doesn't work. And Jasper called for the reach in. He's had a quiet game, averaging 16 points and 4 steals. Jasper has been quiet as far as the scoreboard goes, and then a nice inbound play and gets the big man Horek involved with the alley-oop and the finish.
Now just 40 seconds left in the third quarter. 27-41, Jesuit leading. Stuart Hall driving inside, and that'll be a foul called on the play.
So when your hands are down defensively, Garrett, and you're 6'11", and all of a sudden you put those hands up and then you bring them down, you're going to get called for a foul every single time. You'd have those hands straight up in the air, touch the ceiling, if you will, and intimidate the shot versus trying to block it. When you try to block it and you're coming down with 3 officials, you're going to get called every time for the foul. So Hatfield at the line makes both.
Shot clock is off now. Jesuit with a chance to have the last shot of the quarter.
I mean, they trailed as many as 18 points.
Nice pass inside.
Is that McMahon with the Wilson burger, denying the basket.
Three seconds on the clock. Shot goes up, no good. And that'll be the end of the third quarter. Final score 29-41, very low scoring. Jesuit still with the lead. We are back with the fourth and final quarter. I'm here with Chris from NorCal Sports TV. Looking to see if Stuart Hall can come back from this deficit. And Jesuit will start it off with a 3.
Nice way to start the quarter after what was once an 18-point lead. And a strong finish by Stuart Hall, but then Jesuit opens up the fourth quarter, and then Weinstein answers with a 3. So Stuart Hall outscored Jesuit 9-8 in the quarter. They'll need to do a lot better than that in the fourth to get the victory. But staying connected to this team while Silva is on the bench for Jesuit with 4 fouls.
Floater inside, no good for Jesuit. Stuart Hall coming down with the rebound. It's stripped away. Putback shot, no good. And that'll be a foul called on number 24. That's Gabe Durkinson.
Luke Moore had the ball because he brought it down to his waist, and Dirksen got the steal, but then missed the close shot, and Moore got another rebound, but this time Dirksen was called for the foul.
Nice speed by number 25. That's Jay Henry finishing at the rim.
Strong move, 10-point game. But then Jesuit answers with a three by Teat, the freshman. Didn't act like a freshman.
What a pass inside for Stuart Hall. Thomas Wolver with the assist.
That's why he leads the team with 6 assists. So Wolber showing his ability to share the basketball. And then a quick timeout by Coach Johnson, and wants to get a stop here. So Ryan with that layup with the exceptional pass by Wolber. And I would imagine that Silva stays on the bench until this thing, I don't know, he's checked back into the game. Silva has 4 fouls, so he's got to be careful. Actually had 6 guys on the floor.
Holly with the pass to the corner, and the three is good for Jesuit. That's Teat with another one.
He's got 2 threes in the quarter.
Stuart Hall trying to answer back. Can't get the shot to fall, but they'll get the rebound.
Zion DeBerry working blue collar like around the basket today. 12-point game. That's a great pass.
And a great finish at the rim. Defense right on him. Holly able to get it to fall.
Silva had the defense off balance, and credit Holly for finding that open space, but the ability on the skip pass to put the ball in a position to shoot it right away or put it on the floor, and there's good team basketball.
Another finish inside for Jesuit. That'll be Jack Andre.
So Holly with the assist on that possession. But as we mentioned, this team, Jesuit, shares the basketball.
Shot no good for Stuart Hall. Had it wide open after faking out the defense.
So it was a 10-point game, I believe, when Silva checked back into the game. And now all of a sudden it's a 16-point game. And that's a clear example of making those around you better.
And Teat pulling for three. Almost got it to fall, just rims out.
That's a great pass by Wolber. Looking away, and you can tell he takes a lot of pride in sharing the basketball and gets the ball up court to DeBerry with a slight look away, but puts the ball in a position for him to catch it and go to the basket.
DeBerry will shoot 2, able to connect on the first one. 15-point lead for Jesuit.
Issa Silva getting the call from Coach Kelly. They'll switch the defense, or actually they're going to run an offensive play off the made free throw, and also anticipating the full court press.
And that's an out of bounds called on Holly.
Holly, one of his few mistakes today, he steps on the sideline.
Nice defense on the inbound pass by Silva.
Issa Silva getting his hand in the passing lane. Legal screen on Ryan. Turnover, Stuart Hall.
Just 3.5 minutes left in the game. Both teams in the bonus. Jesuit with a nice lead.
While he's dribbling the basketball, all of his teammates are moving or cutting or screening.
Silva will pull the three, and he can't connect. Hasn't hit a three-point shot in a while.
Well, two of his teammates have really stepped up today, amongst others, Holly and Teet. Because you know there's a focus by Stuart Hall coming into this game about defending Issa Silva. He just wants everybody to clear out. Beats the trap. And the gamesmanship to know that others are trailing him. And they'll work some clock and get a great shot.
Silva driving inside, nice floater. Right over the top of the defense.
I don't know if that was necessary to play, but he's got the green light to go and then gets the steal.
And that'll be a foul called on Thomas Walber.
At first I thought they were calling it on Silva, but they protected the breakaway there by the foul in the backcourt. And Silva will be at the free throw line.
Both teams in the bonus as Silva will shoot the 1-and-1.
Silva will be sub 4 if he makes this free throw.
And he connects on the first one. He'll have a chance at the second one. And the second one's good as well. Now being subbed out into the game is Shakar Rana.
And see, he comes out of the game and he's right along the sideline and he's making sure that his teammates are guarding people and he's excited for them to get an opportunity to play in this game. And that's why not only he's a fantastic player, but he's an even better person. Issa Silva.
Shot inside is good for Stuart Hall. Not an easy finish. Able to get it to drop. Jesuit trying their luck with a floater. Can't get it. Rebounded by Stuart Hall, and they'll draw the foul.
Silva willed that one to go in. And appreciate him supporting his teammates. All of the Marauders supporting their teammates, getting a chance to play in this, crushing the Valley game. And they'll win their third game in a row and chalk up their 15th win of the season.
And the first shot is good for Aries Williams. Can't connect on the second one. Jesuit with the rebound. Just over a minute left in the game. Drive-in finish is good for Jesuit, making it look easy. Stuart Hall trying the same thing, kicks it out for the three. Shot is off. Jesuit holding the rebound. 20 seconds left in the game. They can just hold it and run the clock out. Decide to attack inside, and the bucket is good by number 33, Alex.
20-point game.
And the last second shot is no good for Stuart Hall. That'll be the final score of the game, 42-62, Jesuit winning by 20. We will be back with the second game after this break and player of the game interview.
Issa.
I got taken from social media. Thank you. I didn't mean to interrupt. Sorry.
I'm here with Issa Silva. Did I say that right?
Yes, sir.
Issa Silva, player of the game. Finished the game with 19 points, 6 rebounds, 7 assists, 3 steals. How you feel about your performance that game?
I'm just really happy we came out and executed what Coach was talking about. You know, we won a sloppy game, our last league game, so we wanted to come out and, you know, just play as a team, play together. And for me, just, you know, not forcing too much and just playing within myself and doing whatever I can to help our team win.
How you feel about the team's performance today?
It was great, man. Chris Holly, my backcourt partner, you know, played really well. I think he was up there with me in points. And, you know, just help carry the load offensively sometimes. So, you know, having him is great. And just the whole team, you know, Jaden T, the freshman, stepped up. So just everybody plays such a big part. in us like succeeding every game. So that's the beauty of our team.
Not only on offense, but your presence was definitely felt today on the defensive end as well. You got a lot of assists, you had some steals, had some great defensive possessions where you forced them to make some bad decisions. You know, tell me how it's been this year playing with your squad.
It's just, you know, like using my length to my advantage. You know, my dad always says, like, you have long arms, so, like, don't play like you're small. You know, growing up, you know, I wasn't always the tallest, so now being a little taller for a point guard helps. So just using my length and trying not to foul. So I was in foul trouble this game, so just trying not to do that as much.
Love your game, man.
Yeah,
Continue the ball.
Thank you.
Yep. In about 8 minutes, we'll get this next game started.